Hello guys, this is Lewis Trotter. I'll be jumping back in now with part 2 of building an entirely green city. Now in Greenbow, what we're going to be doing in this episode is looking at expanding as you would suspect. We've got Forest Peaks down here, which is doing ever so well. It's our, what's the term I'm looking for down there? It's down here, what's it called? Nature Reserve? Nature Reserve, that's the one as well. So we're going to look at trying increasing that as well. Help traffic flow, probably expanding the city out a little bit down here and here as well. You can see demand mainly it's for housing, which is all the better for our population. But we've also got a land tile, so possibly might end up buying this area over here, or the one next to it, we don't know. So let's start off probably by just fixing out these roads a bit and expanding them down. Now what I've just done is bought this area here. The reason being, I thought it'd be quite nice if we can get a little town here in this pocket below the mountains as well, but also we're going to get a lot of wind power from up here as well, which is quite nice. So what I'm going to look at doing is connecting up probably by putting in a roundabout here and having it branch off into this direction now as well. Oh, and while we were still expanding, we just unlocked the new milestone, which is called Boomtown, which is useful actually because it gives us more area as well. It unlocks a few cool features first, but also gives us a big boost of cash, which we are desperately in need of. Right, so let's start off by, this is the new area I'm building out here. Get the water pipes connected. Run all the way up the main street here, just connect like that. Perfect, now that's got water. We'll get some power up there as well, and we'll also look into building this high school there, but that's 30,000. Okay, we'll wait a bit of time, because our income is nowhere near high enough. You just don't make enough when it's a green city, which is a shame. But we're going to continue expanding and building this little hamlet down here. There we are, and it's given it quite a nice little name, Mulberry District, which we're going to run with. I quite like the name of that as well. Just going to expand all that out there again and do the regular thing we did, which is... got to try and remember. So we want sustainable, local or organic, nice, and we want this to be eco-friendly. There we are, perfect. Right, so let's allocate these houses out again, all of the centre section, and it'll start to increase our population again. Right, we've moved all the wind turbines up here as well. One, because they make a bit more power, and two, because these guys started to moan about the actual noise pollution, which is mental. Toll roads, that's absolutely fine. Expanded out the territory ever so much. We're just going to do that a bit more there. Nice to engulf that all as well, and we've got Mulberry Districts being built up there as well. It's quite dark because it's in the shadows of the mountain, which is a bit annoying, and I've got to try and fix these roads because I don't like how ugly that looks as well. I think there is a setting, I know there is actually, that you can play around with when you build like the roads, they dig a bit more into the ground, but I'm not going to mess around with that for now as well. Mulberry District, I want it to kind of look a bit weird looking as well, because that I think adds a bit more beauty as well. So Mulberry District's going to build as well. Then we've got a lot of people are dying. We've got to start looking into death care. Okay, so looking into things, our next milestone would be just shy of 3,500 population as well. We get things like oil, which we're not going to go near, city planning policies and all things like that. Traffic ban, a good one, that's one we need. Old Town, again, a great feature we need as well, and a lot of things like this, like free public transport. Is there eco trees or anything like that? Not eco, what's it? Eco cars and stuff like that. Not to worry. Right, so what we're going to be doing, that's fine, is we just need to save up a bit of money from these two districts because, look, the dead are building up and we haven't got a cemetery for them. So I'll wait a little bit of time and hopefully we get to 8,000, build the cemetery, and then people start to cheer up as well. And there we are, we've thrown the cemetery in there as well. Looks kind of pretty. I mean, that's one of the advantages, I guess, with the green cities, is you actually get the really nice looking buildings. Look a bit generic. I mean, here, look, they look all the same, but that still looks quite pretty with all the wood on it as well. And you get a lot of green, which is nice. They're moaning about sewage. Aha, is that something we need to... It is. Now we're going to have to look into that now. Eco sewage. Oh, that's quite cool. I didn't realise the shops themselves are like food trucks and things like that as well. What's that? Burnt beans. Is that burnt beans? Does that say? Yeah, burnt beans. That's quite cool. So they're all kind of like locally produced produce like that. Look at another food market, which is all quite cool, I guess. Really different style to what I'm used to, which is nice. I am really looking forward to seeing high density as well, because I know that kind of looks like skyscrapers covered in grass and moss and all things like that. So that's cool. But wonderful, right. With our population with our milestone reach, we can look at expanding up here if we want to, but I'm probably thinking it's best to go out this way, maybe that way. I'm not really sure yet as well. What we'll also have to do is just generally increase everything, because you can see the demand is spread out as well. But mainly I want to look into electricity. That's going to be an issue, so we're going to need the wind turbine up there soon. Water's fine. Fire, something we need to consider, so we're going to get some of those watchtowers out. Education's our big one, so I'm going to put a lot of money into kind of education, I think, as well. Everything else, as a whole, we're pretty good with. Now, there is a bit of demand for industry again, so what we're doing is adding in Belmont Park just down here as well, and it's going to be, again, it's just going to be another one of these as well, specialising in, where are we? Right, well, farming is something we need to look into, but it's going to have to be forest products for now. We're mainly going to be exporting those, I can tell, which is fine, really, but we need to look into here. Right, so currently it's telling me I've got no fertile land available. I can't see any even close, which is a shame. So we might have to just stick to forest products, which means we're going to be, we go on to here, yeah, look, importing forest products is green. So we are importing a lot of forest products, but exporting a huge amount, well, we're exporting a lot more, which is weird. Why would you import that? I guess it's just like trees you don't have and stuff. But that's fine, we're going to be exporting loads, all of this stuff exports. And we're going to be adding in here as well to quell our small need in the bottom corner for industrial, and again, offer jobs for these guys down here. Right, Belmont Park, weirdly, is asking for workers, which surprises me, because when we look on here, unemployment's at 6%, which actually is an okay level. Could be lower, ideally. But that says a lot of the people here just aren't applying to work there, which is weird. So I think maybe if I increase the population here more, that should help it as well. Wind turbines are all up and running now, which is good. Yeah, the city's just slowly growing, which is quite nice as well. We'll start adding in a few features like education when we can as well, and just a few parks and things like that as well. Piers would be quite cool, but we can't really go near those. And then I also want to consider putting in a big zoo, but I don't know where to put that really, to be honest, because it's difficult to build around this terrain. Maybe somewhere over there. I think the key for my playthrough is really I want to work with the terrain as well. Gives it a bit more kind of beauty. It does sometimes make it look a bit ugly with the shadows and things like that, but naturally adds a natural effect, which is quite cool as well. So let's continue to increase population by expanding on Mulberry District as well, hopefully helping Belmont Park, and then we'll continue to expand out in time. Right, we're definitely going to need to look at improving our traffic flow, so we might have to consider rebuilding these roads. We've got the space on either side, so we can do that, turning them into kind of high-speed highways. Bit of strain there, but nothing too bad. I can upgrade that to make it just a wider road, so let's do that now quickly as well. Yeah, that's the one. Upgrade that. One. Perfect, like that. So that can handle a bit more traffic as well. It would be... See, if I put this as the in-weight, people will just use it to cut that out. Probably need it as a way out. Right, well, I think that's probably going to be a nice little part to round off. From where we've kind of started the episode, we've added on these two down here, Mulberry District, Belmont Park. We've increased our population a lot as well, even removing our wind turbines has helped Grove Heights expand a bit, checking in on it. Yep, it's all doing well, to be honest, as well. The city's going to continue to grow, which is nice. In the next episodes, we're going to look at building, like I said, a zoo and hopefully expanding into one of these districts. But until next time, I've been Liz Triloby. That has been part 2 of building a green and eco city. Until next time, guys, see ya and goodbye.